Thanks for continuing to watch this episode of Answering the Call. We're going to talk about discipleship next with Jerry Tucker, the founder and president of Galilean Home Ministries. So, making disciples, what's your take on that?
Well, okay, my take on that is one grandson right now that it's really sharp in my mind. And he's going with me in Honduras. We're planning to go to Honduras the day after Christmas for a week, and I'm taking him down there just to show him, since I haven't been there in 12 years, some of the ropes of what we used to do down there. Yeah. We never started down there thinking something's going to come out of that. Right. I just started going down there with work teams to build buildings, that's all. Right. Then I started seeing this kid and this kid and this kid and this kid. And at one time, Shriners Hospital in Lexington, we had 9 children in 9 different rooms, in-house patients, all foreign kids in one time. So nobody's ever done that before. Yeah. Never.
That's amazing how those opportunities and those doors open up. But it must be something when you're making disciples and they're teaching faithful men and they're teaching. So you're seeing second, third generations catch the
we're
vision
showing
and
them.
serving
I'm
God.
trying to show my grandkids. It's the grandkids that seem to be showing the
interest for the ministry.
Yeah, interest. Like Jordan, for instance. If things go the way they're going, and God grants me another 10 or 15 years or something, Jordan will be in charge completely. He's got the brains for it. He's got the desire. He's got the drive, and his girlfriend, who lives.
It could have been prophecy. You never know.
Oh, his girlfriend, who lives in Indiana and goes to Purdue University. She got so many scholarships into Purdue they had to pay her to go to school.
Wow. Had to pay her to go to school.
She'd never had a B in her life. Now she's in her last year at Purdue. But I told her I never had a B in my life either. She said, "You haven't?" Yeah, and I said, "But I was coming from the bottom trying to get to a B, and she's coming from the top trying to stay away from a B." And so she feels led to come here too. She was just here a month ago for a whole month, volunteering here for a month. She started to come out here with a group of her church from her Assembly of God church in Indianapolis 7 or 8 years ago. And these kids would outwork anybody. They'd be here for a week. Yeah. Well, she came every year. Every year she would come. And she's just a little girl.
Well, that's amazing. So making disciples, you have a great staff, and I guess you guys are doing devotions and well as a team, and you guys are growing in the grace and the knowledge of the Lord Jesus.
We have, in the morning when I'm in, I got 7 or 8 maintenance men, and they, maybe 9 or 10, I don't know. When they come together into the dining room in the morning at 7 o'clock, and we have a devotional that I do. I do the devotional. We have prayer, and any needs that's got to be talked about, we talk about. And we disperse.
Iron sharpening iron. That's what it's all about. Stay tuned. We're going to talk a little bit more about discipleship from some of the staff and some of the students here that are going on and making disciples as well. Keep watching.
The Blessing House is a very unique situation here at the home. There's children there that are bedfast. They take 24 hours of care there. The staff that's there is a very, very special staff. It takes a very special person to work with those kids.
Come to the Blessing House and meet our kids and be blessed. You know, like when you're around them for a little while, you start to realize that they're not the ones that are handicapped. They have things all together. You know, they truly love with all their hearts. They love the way that Christ intended us all to love. And, you know, I think sometimes we need to work a little more on our disability and not concentrate so much on theirs because they've got it all figured out.
We have some big 6-seater wagons, and the toddlers love getting out in the wagons and going for walks to the main house to see the chickens in the backyard. So then we end up walking by the Blessing House and stop for a minute, and if Medina's out working on one of her rugs, then she can't necessarily see the toddlers from where she is, but she calls out to them and says hello and asks who I have and calls their name. And
when you walk through there and you see the smile on Lance's face, or you get a hug from Rosie, or you see Mary Beth laughing just because she wants to brighten your day, and she's another nonverbal, but she can light up a room very quickly. So we have workers and volunteers here that no matter what's going on, when you see one of those kids and you can be blessed like that. That's why it's called the Blessing House, and that's why it's a cornerstone of our ministry.
Ultimately, throughout the whole ministry, the mission is to provide children of all ages, regardless of physical, mental capabilities, just a place to call home. We want to love people just out of response to what Christ's done for us.
They totally rely on you. We have wonderful staff, and you know that their heart is there. It shows. And those babies, as we call them, even though they're young adults, you know, they need that love, they need that nurture, and they definitely get it down there.
The Blessing House kids, as we call them, have always just been a blessing. Whether it's me on my way from the cabin where I live up to the Angel House to work, and Mary Beth is sitting on the porch with her smile and her hugs. I try to make sure I get a good quota of Mary Beth hugs.
I'd just like to invite anyone that wants to come out just to see what we're doing here, and we would greatly appreciate your support, whether it be in donations with financial, whether it be you want to come and serve for us, or just in prayers. We'd greatly appreciate it.